And we don't care anymore.
Oh, oh,
We're just going to
oh,
say it like it is.
oh, oh, beef. It's just some YouTuber beef, but it's not really beef. It's broccoli. Some of you might not know this about me, but I'm a huge nerd. I follow Linus Tech Tips, Hardware Unboxed, Gamers Nexus, Marquez Brownlee, Austin Evans, Jay's 2 Cents, all the best, all of the big ones. Whoa! Gamers Nexus just dropped a 44-minute expose of Linus Tech Tips and their improper testing and mistakes that they've been making in the videos, claiming this is due to Linus's self-imposed high video output, which his employees themselves say in interviews, like is pointed out by Steve from Gamers Nexus. What does this mean? These guys usually get along, have a working relationship, right? They're fairly good friends. Steve roasted Linus at the roast of Linus Sebastian. They know each other fairly well, I would think. Linus is way bigger, right? Linus has 15.6 million subscribers. Gamers Nexus has 1.93 million subscribers. Linus is humongous. He's the biggest tech influencer in the industry on YouTube right now, right? Marquez Brownlee is catching up. He's pretty big. Linus has been making, or his company, his writers, and the labs have been apparently making mistakes. And according to Gamers Nexus video, they actually point out each one of these individual mistakes that have been made in the past, looks like 6 months or year, I guess, since the labs have opened. What Steve has to say, he says he's not, it's not a beef thing. It's a genuine concern for the consumer, which is true. If mistakes are being made in the videos and not being reconciled within that same video, some of it's a little bit nitpicky, like asterisk revisions in the edit, in the footage on the video, where there's an asterisk, somebody says 4070 Ti, and the asterisk says.
However, these have to be used carefully because most people won't read them. They might just listen to the video or kind of tune it out.
That's the difference. Like, it's in the video, at least. It's baked into the video. It's consumers' responsibility to watch. Like me, when I make purchases, especially when it comes to electronics, I watch multiple reviews. I twist it around in my head all different ways. And then finally, I end up buying this Zoom mic. But the Zoom F1, this little part of it here, allows you to record on camera or off camera. And it has the shotgun mic attachment, but it also has multiple other attachments. I have a link for this down in the description too. So you can buy it also. Have I used it? Twice. Great. Beside the point. Not sponsored by them. Now, back to Steve.
Yeah, sure.
Steve makes a lot of valid points here. A lot of valid points. The videos that he points out are not really like ones that he had to sift through for hours to find mistakes that had, most of them have been fixed, right? Either with a pin post, new video, or edited video. But he's saying, it needs to be remediated immediately or prior to putting the video out, which makes sense. Like I love Linus and the guys over at LMG. I watch them a lot because of the entertainment aspect of the videos. Gamers Nexus, people say are boring, but it's because they dive in, and I watch them when I want to know true specifications on a product and how it's going to run as compared to others. So when I bought the 5800X 3D, I watched them, Hardware Unboxed, Jay's 2 Cents, and I watched LTT's video. It's great to have so many creators out here creating content, and you can contrast the different ones to make an assessment for your own usage, right? But when one's making mistakes, it should be not beef and not a problem for them to call each other out. It should not be a problem for Gamers Nexus to say, hey, Linus, look at all these mistakes you made. I'm not going to tell anybody not to watch LTT. I'll still be watching them for the entertainment value and the different things that they do. They do a lot of different things, right? They do electric vehicles. They've been messing with Linus's new house. It's awesome. I love watching those videos where they're installing a theater room, going through the projectors and things like that. It's all content. His whole life's content, right? Well, when you put yourself in such a tight timeline, and you have to upload on these days, right? You have multiple different channels, multiple videos per channel per week. There's going to be a breakdown. And they may be self-imposed, but when you're as large as they are also externally imposed. If you make a deal with a company for a sponsorship or for a review, and then you fail to make the deadline that you've set to that company, then that's money out of your pocket, no matter how big you are. And I know Linus is evaluated at $100 million. He got an offer for $100 million for LMG. Still, you're at the mercy of the company that you're doing the review or the sponsored spot for. That being said, LMG's got to be better at getting accurate information out to people. I'm not a tech reviewer, right? I do some tech reviews. I like to do more, but they don't, I'm a small creator. Nobody's watching my opinion. It seems to have started, not Gamers Nexus' video. Steve explicitly says it's not because of this statement in Linus Tech Tips Studios and Labs tour. It's actually from Murph's Gaming video, where he took a tour through Linus's labs and studio. So in this video, one of the tech guys in the lab for LMG said that unlike Gamers Nexus and Hardware Unboxed, they'll be using new products and new tests every time. Gamers Nexus and Hardware Unboxed definitely should feel disrespected by that statement, because they do by far the best testing out of anybody in the tech creator sphere, right? LMG, fun to watch. They've got, crazy stuff going on in their videos. It's entertainment, but it's also supposed to be teaching you and leading you in the right direction on products to buy. And he's the largest one. Jay's 2 Cents is another big creator. He has a lot of great knowledge about computers and insight. And Jay is always open to, hey, I made a mistake. This is what it was. I want to fix it this way. Gamers Nexus, they have the entirety of any mistake they've ever made on a list, on a document, updated every time. When they make a mistake in a video, they take the video down and change it out, right? Their testing methodology is posted on their website. Everything's there to be seen. Hardware Unboxed, same way. Like, Hardware Unboxed has went above and beyond certain things to the point where they don't get sent things for free. If you are new to building a computer, purchasing a pre-built computer or a laptop, Gamers Nexus, Hardware Unboxed are the two, if you're looking for PC components for desktops, that are my go-to. Gerard's Tech for laptops, bar none, top of the line, another great creator I should have mentioned in the beginning. In conclusion, I think Gamers Nexus needs to make this video. Gamers Nexus is fair but firm. They go in a little bit on Linus and his team over at LMG, but it makes sense with how they go in. It's not cruel, it's not hyperbolic, it is factual, and I stand behind Gamers Nexus on this one. LMG has to be better with their testing methodology and making sure that everything that they put out is correct prior to putting it out. It might waste a couple $100, as Linus said, to redo it and then put it out again. But at that point, you're reaching 1 million views in a day of people who have been given improper information. But I'm telling you, if you want good testing, you want to see how many frames per second your graphics card's going to get, you want to see what CPU's best in what build with what graphics card, Gamers Nexus, Hardware Unboxed are the top two for testing methodology and for charts. You're not going to find any better. I love Jay, but Jay, he runs a few tests, puts the charts up. I'm sure they run a lot of tests actually over there, but the video is mostly based on, because he has so much knowledge and experience in computers, it's mostly based on him testing it out himself, messing around with it, overclocking, doing things that he's known for. And overclocking, I'd go to him, Gamers Nexus as well. Other creators that are great with entertainment, like Dawood does tech stuff, right? And then we've got Greg Salazar, who is more like troubleshooting, and he does have some good testing and really good videos as well. I really like Greg. I watch all of his Fix My PC and the upgrade ones that he's been doing at Micro Center with the wheel spins and everything. That's great content, but it's not like Gamers Nexus or Hardware Unboxing. He never claimed to be. So and Paul's Hardware. I can't forget Paul. Paul's awesome. Bitwit's awesome. Entertainment, right? And they give more news. Hardware Unboxed does a lot deeper dive into these things, right? Gamers Nexus does a lot deeper dive. But you got to watch all of them, right? To form a good opinion, you watch all of them. If you're only watching one, the testing methodology might be off. You might get your 4090 and be expecting 220 frames on Cyberpunk with ray tracing, with everything turned up, and it only gets 90. Well, why are you getting that? Well, Gamers Nexus and Hardware Unboxed, you're going to find out what's going on. Watch them all. Don't just go to LTT when you're looking for what is this product going to do for me. Go to everybody, see what they're doing. Like there's a different side to each one of these people that helps you to make a decision on a purchase. But if you're getting bad information from one and that's the only one you go to, then what are you going to end up with? A problem. I am doing Amazon Associate sponsored links down in the description. If you'd like to buy some of the equipment that I use to make my videos and help out the channel, go ahead and take a look through those links. See if there's anything you want. If not, no problem.